Hello everyone, this is Thor with Variable Traders, and I'd like to do a recap on my Roku trade for you today. Roku had an interesting daily chart today, and it was getting called out pretty well in our chat room. Norm and Carlos actually took a look at it and pulled some levels on it, and appreciate that, guys, and it helps as always. I was really interested in Roku somewhere around this 143.50 area. So my plan was to see if it was going to pull up through VWAP. If it came back under VWAP, I was going to look for it as a short somewhere around that 143.50 area. And I had that area in mind just because it kind of settles around this daily area here. And if it broke through, we'd have a lot of downward movement ability. So I was really liking that. So before we get started, go ahead and disregard this short. This is not a short. This is actually a sell-off. I was having a little bit of fun pre-market, testing out some pre-market strategies in my paper trading account, and they did not work out well, so disregard that garbage. And we'll move over to my trade of the day. So I had only one trade plus a couple of add-ins for this, so I guess you could call it a one and done as far as at least one stock and then done. Roku opened up relatively strong, managed to break VWAP, and then it could not make it back up to 146.10, which was its previous level, daily level. So once it pulled back and it came under VWAP, Andrew in the chat room was actually calling it out for a short pretty heavy. I think he went in a little bit earlier than I did. And it came down, it hit this level here at 143.50, which is that level that I'm kind of interested in. And then it pulled back up towards VWAP and could not reclaim VWAP and then dumped back down. So once it did that, I was really happy with it for a short, so I took a short at 143.50, specifically with a limit order. I took 120 shares, and my stop out was just going to be the break of where were we? The break of $144. So I actually set it at 144.05, just because I know Roku can move a little bit beyond where you expect it to, and I didn't want to just lose it over $5. So I went ahead and tossed a little bit extra, and good thing too, because it actually broke down. I didn't get the cover I wanted, and then it pulled back up. My cover went down to 142.56. I think my cover was 142.30. Yeah, it's only 20-cent difference on the stock, which isn't much, but pulled all the way back up to just shy of this. Well, I think it hit right on 144, so within a few pennies of me. So I got pretty lucky not to get stopped out by this pullback. And then it pushed down nicely. I took a cover here at 142, and then I did nothing here. This is actually I was putting in this order for my next cover at 141.50, and I had a key error. It sold off my position, so I quickly added it back in to the same level. So this is a nothing, just a correcting, and lost a couple bucks in commissions. Thankfully, it was Roku, and I wasn't trading a lot of shares. And then I got my cover at 141.50 and another cover at 140.50, and basically just taking outs all the way here. So we can go back down to my 5-minute chart, and I got covers all the way down to 138. So on my initial run, you can imagine, short at got real nice move all the way down there. I mean, 138 to 142. We're talking about better part of a $4.5, $5 move already at this point. And then Roku started moving back up and pulled back. And this actually, if you were looking at the ribbon and the tape there, it looked like it was really going to sell off again. So I added back into my position a little bit. And then it pulled back up, and I actually took off my add-in here because I didn't like how it was coming back over the 9. So I took off my add-in. Bounced off of VWAP, which I really liked, so I added back in, back at 139. And then got a nice breakdown all the way to, I think my final, let's see where I get to my final out here. Yeah, my final out at 135.50, I think was my final out. So we got a move, ended up being a couple hundred shares total as we were rattling around, but, managed to get a very solid, $7 move on Roku today. So you can imagine you move 50, even 50 or 60 shares moves that much, you're doing pretty good. And I managed to move over 100. So anyway, hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you're all staying green. I'll talk to you later.